In this TeamWork 5 Manager tutorial, I'm going to show you how to edit a timesheet entry for one of your employees. To do that, go to your top menu bar and click on TeamWork. Make sure you have your enterprise or location selected, then choose Time. Go to your new top menu bar and click on Pay Period. From the drop-down menu, select Timesheets. You should arrive at an employee's timesheet. Before you make any edits, make sure you have the correct employee and the correct pay period. Under Manager, it says Cannot Approve. That's because there are two errors. If a timesheet has errors, it cannot be approved, and therefore the employee can't get paid. The third time entry on this timesheet is an error. To edit that time entry, click on Open. And now you can make any changes you need to. I could click Void. TeamWork 5 will ask me if I do want to void this entry. This will eliminate the error and the hours, so the employee will not get paid for this time. If I do, I will click OK. In this case, I'm going to click Cancel. If I click OK, TeamWork 5 is going to ask me if I do want to undo this error status. And it's letting me know these hours will now be added to the employee's paycheck. If you don't want to do this, click Cancel. I do, so I'm going to click OK. And a similar message would appear if I clicked on Error. If I need to, I can change the date of this time entry. I could change when it starts and ends. I could add in any break hours. TeamWork 5 will automatically calculate the total hours. I cannot change the location, but I can change the project or task that this employee was performing or their activity. Maybe I'll go ahead and change the activity from supervisor to recruitment. I could see any notes the employee has made. I could add notes myself. And if I scroll down, I could choose to alert the manager. In this case, that's me, so I don't need to. If I'm happy with my changes, I will click Save. And now that time card entry has been changed. You can see that the activity is now recruitment, and it's no longer marked as an error. I can also view the history of that time entry. If I click on Open again, in the upper left corner is a tab called History. Click on History. And now I can see all of the changes that have affected this time entry. Under Updates, I can see when any changes occurred. Under Type, I can see the type of update. And under Name, I can see the person who made these changes. If I want, I can also split this time entry. If I click the Split tab next to History, I can choose to split this time entry in two. I can change when the second half starts. So let's say that this started at 1 instead of 1:30. I'll click on the time clock and choose 1 p.m. Then I can add any break hours. TeamWork 5 will again automatically calculate the total hours. The location is set. I can't change that. I could change the project or task. In this case, I'm going to change that activity back to supervisor. So I'll click on the arrow and choose supervisor. I can say something like split duties in the note. If you changed your mind and you don't want to save these changes, click close. I do want to split this shift, so I will choose save. And now that shift has been split in two. Notice that the first half of the shift has the activity recruitment and the second half has the activity of supervisor. I can now edit either of these entries separately. I can also delete a time entry. Let's say that I split that shift because this employee only worked half of their shift. Well, then I will click on the half they didn't work and I'll choose Open. Then I'll scroll down and choose Delete. TeamWork 5 is going to make sure you do want to delete this time entry. If you don't, click Cancel. I do, so I'm going to choose OK. And now that time entry has been deleted. Only time entries created by a manager can be deleted. If an employee made a time entry by mistake, that entry by law can be voided, but it cannot be deleted. So in TeamWork 5, you will only be able to void time entries created by employees. You won't be able to delete them. That's how you can edit and delete timesheet entries in TeamWork 5. Check out the next video to learn how to view a pay period's details before you approve it and pay your employees.